Hi you guys, welcome back to the show. I don't do a lot of videos on credit cards, but today I wanted to talk about one because I think 20-year-olds need to figure out they need to build their credit. We're going to talk about it next. Firefighters Financial Toolbox. Hey you guys, welcome back to the show. Today we're going to talk about building credit. Now, the reason this came about is my son, who's 22, and his girlfriend are trying to get a lease for an apartment on their own, and they're having a little trouble because they don't have any credit history. They don't have bad credit. My son is actually a great saver. It's one of the great habits that he picked up from his mother, and I'm proud of him for that. But he doesn't use a credit card. Having no credit can be as bad as having bad credit when you're going to get a cell phone, when you're going to buy a car, when you're going to, for example, rent an apartment and get a lease. So today I wanted to talk about some credit cards that young people can get when they have no credit. The problem is when you try for a lot of these credit cards, they reject you because you don't have any credit. So what's the answer? The answer is a secured credit card. Now, the way a secured credit card is you apply, you usually have to pay some sort of a deposit, $200, $300. So you put the $200 into an account that the credit card company holds. And what they do is then they turn around and give you a credit card with a limit of $200, for example. So you put $200 in, they hold it in a bank account that you can access. They give you a credit card with a $200 limit. Now, the best thing you can do with these is don't max out the $200, you guys. You kids, listen to me on this. Building credit is important. So you get this credit card, let's say, and you have a $200 limit. Go out and spend $10, $20. Put gas in your car. Take your girlfriend to the movies, and that's it. Then put it away for the rest of the month. Pay it off. Pay it off on time. Because if you're late, it's going to be a big problem. They can take the money out of that account and use it to pay off the credit card. So you use it. You spend a little bit, maybe 10 to 20% of the balance, and you do it regularly. It shows utilization, but it keeps your utilization low, which will build your score. Now, I'm not going to lie to you, it takes a little time. You're looking at 6 months to maybe a year, depending on the card that you choose. And then they'll look at your score and say, hey, he or she is using the card well, and they're paying it off every month. So they'll give you a score, and after the end of that time, they may give you that same credit card and give you back the money, and now it's an unsecured card and you have some credit. So let's talk about a couple different ones we can use. First one I want to talk about is the Citi Secured Mastercard. Now, first of all, the three that I'm going to tell you about, you guys, all have no annual fee, because I feel like the last thing you need to do when you're paying them to have a credit card up front is to pay a fee on the credit card. So all three of these have zero annual fees. The Citi Secured, for example, you apply. They ask you a bunch of questions. They ask you to attach a bank account to it. And they do that because they want to make sure they can see that you have income coming in. You guys, do not apply for a credit card if you don't have some sort of stable income, because you need to be able to pay it off. Now, once you do that, they're going to have you attach that bank. You transfer the minimum balance, which in this case is $200. They give you a credit card with a $200 limit. Okay? It's pretty simple. They all work pretty much the same way. The second one I want to talk about is the Discover It Secured card. Now, it's a Discover card, and it has been around for a long time. It's a lot of people's first credit card because they offer the card to people with no credit, and this is important. So, once again, $200 minimum limit. You're going to give them $200. They put it in a safe account. You have a credit card with a limit up to $200. Remember, you guys, do not max out this card. And whatever you do, don't be late in the payments. Okay, the third card we want to talk about is the Capital One Secured. This is another example of a secured that has no annual fee. It's all pretty much the same. You're going to give them your deposit. They're going to give you a limit to that amount. Now, the minimum may be $200 or $300 depending on the card that you use, but that doesn't mean that's the max you can. So let's say you have $500 and you want a $500 limit. You can put $500 in and that will be your limit, you guys. But remember, do not spend all the money. Remember, what you're doing here is you're building credit. And once you've built some credit, then you can get a credit card where you don't have to have a secure. But it also teaches you that maxing out your credit cards is not a good idea. It teaches you a couple of things. It teaches you to be responsible with your purchases. It teaches you to pay your bills on time, and it helps you build credit so that when you get later on in life, when you want to buy your first home or you want to go out and buy a brand new car, you have credit and you can get a better rate on the mortgage note, for example, that you get for buying a house, or the rate that the car dealership charges you to finance a new car. It's sunny out today, and we don't have very many sunny days left here in Portland. It looks like we've been raining for about a week. So anyway, just want to do a quick video. If you enjoyed it, give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments. If there's a card out there that you guys have found, a secured card that you like even better, put them in the comments. I'm learning just the way you guys are. So if you got something out of this, as long as people keep enjoying the videos and watching, I'm going to keep making them. All right, we'll see ya.